Hello, everyone. My name is Anna. I'm Youth Employment Manager at Junior Achievement of South Florida. Welcome to our interview series with JA students and young professionals who went through JA's programs and, like Stefano Selorio, became a part of our JA family. Hi,
Yeah.
Stefano.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you, Anna, for that awesome intro. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. I've heard a lot about you even before I started with JA. Tell us a little bit about your history with Junior Achievement of South Florida.
Well, history, it all kind of really started in fifth grade when I was actually visiting J. Biztown during that time. Obviously, when you're growing up in Broward County, you were going to J. Biztown and you kind of took on this role. And then from then on, middle school came around, went to JA Finance Park and experienced that part of the program. And then in high school, I participated in the JA Fellows program, which were, we had to basically create a company within our school year within our business program, and that's where I kind of drank the Kool-Aid of entrepreneurship and just really loved what Jay is doing. And I also did, I think, a little bit after I graduated from high school, I actually worked at JA as the marketing specialist, and I learned a lot, made a lot of connections, and really learned JA from the back end. So that's been my journey. And then, also, I after I left JA, I wanted to give back by becoming a JA Fellows mentor. So now I mentor high school students from McFadden Technical High School about their business. So it's kind of like the tables have flipped from that time in high school. So that's my journey with JA.
Wow, this is amazing. Believe it or not, I started with a Beast Town too, but I was 32 at that time. I volunteered with Beast Town. So our journey started at the same point with a Beast Town. Well, it's
Yeah.
an amazing journey. It seems like you've been with us through the most part of your life. Thank you
Definitely.
for your loyalty and all your help to GA and our students. And I just want to tell our audience that we focus on three pillars, right? Entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and work readiness.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about work readiness. Why is it important? How did your experience working for GA change your future career choices, and where are you right now? Is there any suggestions to current students, to current career bound students and summer youth employment students?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Anna. Um, well, as of right now, and really kind of what contributed by JA is just being an entrepreneur, right? Experiencing what it was to be in the workforce. I'm happy to say that during this crisis and pandemic that I will be launching my own business called Khaver, where we help seniors learn technology. And so it wasn't, just out of the whim. I think it was really a culmination and buildup of work readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy to really make that decision. And I would say when it comes to work readiness, I would say if you have your first job, I don't think you're necessarily really prepared to work until you've really gotten into the program, you've gotten to really meet with people, talk how the flow of your coworkers are, just the flow of the process and everything. And when you are in that zone of just working with other people, I think it's so important to just learn from others. And that's the biggest takeaway that I got from my time with JA, learning how people do their leadership, learning how people communicate, learning how other people understand each other. I think the best thing that I learned from having that experience in a working environment is the communication. The key thing of really a lot of workplaces that need help with is communication. And so I had that opportunity. And I guess just to kind of, I don't know if I'm jumping a little bit too far to your question,
Go
but
ahead.
just like an encouragement to anyone who's going through um, finding a job or even in a job right now, who is in their late teens, teenager time of year. I'm 20, turning 21 in July, and
Oh,
I just remember the time where I wasn't really prepared. I really didn't have a background, but I just was ready to learn from other people. And I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of high school students or even just young college students should be thinking about, or ways that they can learn from others.
Thank you. That's a great explanation and a great message. So, what I'm hearing right now, we advise to students to take any opportunity they can to learn from a real work experience in order to be ready for real work, right?
Yes.
So, here comes our message to employers. So, can we encourage them to hire students like you? Like, I used to participate in internship program myself, and it's
Yeah.
actually changed my entire life. I found mentorship. I found amazing experiences. It changed the whole flow and direction of where my life went. I actually moved from Ukraine to United States. And so, do you think one summer, one real work experience can change students' life?
Yeah, I do think so. Truly believe that if you have this belief for the next generation of entrepreneurs, business people, people who are ready to learn, I think companies should really be looking into that. I think it's such an opportunistic time for companies to really listen to a very younger generation used to using technology like remote learning, like video chat, and those kind of tools to see how they can be part of the company or the culture. I remember talking to my classmate who was apparently disappointed that his internship canceled, and I really felt bad for him. And I remember just seeing him and how he felt, and I just kind of like picked him up and I said, don't think about the internship. Think of ways to help the companies. Right now, a lot of companies need help transitioning to online work. And if there was a young person that can come in and really help a business transition to that, I really think they'll be valuable. And they can do that through an online remote work kind of internship. If a business would love to have that ideas, love the new and the youthful way of going about things, I really do encourage like businesses like mine actually to really look for interns who are interested in learning. And also, on the part of the business or the employer, the business also has to be interested in the development of that intern. So it isn't always just a one-way relationship where the intern just wants to find some experience. But I think the employer or the business has to understand that they are there to learn. And I think whoever is supervising them has to really, really, know that individual, know what their life goals are, so that intern or that student can really take away what they need to take away from that internship.
Absolutely. And you mentioned your own internship program. So, do you think you're going to be hiring our career bound graduate this year as a summer youth employment candidate for your company to help you?
I think it will be likely. So I'm before we even started this, you told me that Jay is offering also students to do internships with companies as well, and I think that will be very
And we pay
interesting.
for them.
Yeah,
So it would be
that,
very
I
helpful given the current situation, right?
yeah,
Everybody, many businesses, especially small businesses, seems like they need help with their going into virtual environment and maybe
yeah,
even getting back. And our students are ready to work. They've gone through 8 month program. They've learned so many skills. They're ready to work. They're ready to bring positivity.
that's amazing.
And hopefully one of our students will go and become your intern.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that would be amazing. I think that's a great opportunity. I think that's just like a full circle of what JA does, right? If you come in from just JA Bistown to now having your own thing, and then really providing and giving back to the students that you yourself was in that same position, I think that's an opportunity for any business. And to also know that JA will provide a compensation for the students, and sometimes that's really helpful for a lot of businesses where they can't have a side budget or something like that because of expenses and things that are involved with an internship. And so it really is very encouraging for businesses to look into internships with JA.
Thank you. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for your message to students and employers. And just to summarize that, last year we placed over 40 students with the summer jobs. And this
Woo.
year we're looking to place over 50 students. And here's a message to our students: not to lose the hope, like you said that you spoke to your teammates who are worried about internships being canceled, right? But still
Yeah.
working hard. You and me and other employees, other GA members, we're working hard to find them jobs, to find a way to get a real work experience. But at the same time, it's a great opportunity for employers to take advantage of that and get this those fresh eyes on their business, and
Yeah.
that computer savvy and technical savvy student to help them, especially this summer during this time of pandemic.
Totally. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Again, just picking back onto just the pillars of JA, work readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. Those are the things that really also measure the success of a student, knowing that they can contribute to either their family's financial literacy, if it's really providing for their own family or for the people that they love. I think that's also the biggest thing that I took away from this whole thing. So really it's an opportunity to do it now, even when we're all in our homes, and I mean, it just, there's ways to be productive and ways to learn from this whole thing.
Absolutely.
I think that's what we have to look at it.
Absolutely. That's a positive positive message that we can pass out there, right? So I
Mm.
love that we had such a wonderful meeting today, such a great positivity food interview.
Thank you, guys.